Boom! I'm back. I am back and in the house. And it's Sunday morning. It is Get Shit Done Sunday. There is a ton of leads for me to call today because I did not call on Friday. I did not call on Saturday. And today's Sunday. I have yet to call. So I've got 3 days of lead generation to catch up on. There's about 48 numbers for me to, well, there are more than 48 numbers. There are 48 new names to call, new leads to call. So I'm going to hit that here in a second. But what I will say is, so I got I went to Jacksonville to run a half marathon with a couple of very good old friends. And so I'm going to share my experience. So I had my hip replaced a year ago, last October. And I've done lots of endurance sports. I've done lots of marathons. I've done lots of half marathons. I've done lots of, I've done some iron distance triathlon or half iron distance triathlons. I'm very well versed in endurance sports. What I'm not very good at is listening to my body. So anyway, all that being said, I went up to Jacksonville to do the half, and it was very clear quickly that it didn't feel right. And usually I push through that and don't listen to that. I'm wired pretty old school to push through pain, but in this case, I've learned that is incredibly stupid. And someone mentioned, I've read somewhere that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So usually I would push through that, but in this instance, I recognized pretty quickly that would be stupid. So my half marathon became a 5K, and it's all good. So the lesson I take from that for myself is, look, you got to course correct. You know what I mean? And that goes through everything in life. So, you have your targets, but as obstacles come up, you have to be smart and you've got to adjust and you've got to be able to read and react and put yourself in the best position to win. So anyway, with all that in mind, let's go get some. There are 48 new entries. Let's just start dialing. All right, so only 2 are being filtered out. So, and away we go.
Your touchtone phone, please enter your PIN number. Your PIN number can be found in the dial box on the screen. You are now logged into the Moto Dialer. Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
Oh, we're going to hit the button. All right, here we go. Bam! Ooh, I don't have coffee. Where's my coffee? Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. I noticed your property listing was canceled in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell?
Listen, that one has belonged to my daughter. I don't know nothing about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what's her number?
Excuse me?
What's her phone number?
You called right now.
Oh.
333
Yep.
7111.
Oh, okay. Is she in?
No, right here.
Oh, okay. Now, so it's your daughter's property and you live there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I live with us.
That's great. Yeah. So let me ask you this. I saw that the property was on the market and the listing was canceled. How on earth did it not sell?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I know I'm calling that one is belong to my daughter and the other side.
Yeah, well, I can tell you exactly why it didn't sell. There are 3 reasons. Price, condition, and marketing. Now, I saw that it was canceled, meaning do you know, does she still want to sell the property?
Yes, both.
Okay. What would be the best way for me to connect with her?
Call tonight in afternoon, around 7 or 8 o'clock.
7, okay.
Because it's with the soccer with my son. I think it's in Cayo West or someplace. Bring my grandson for the soccer.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got good news for you, just so you know, and I know this might make Christmas a little bit better. We sell a ton of property there. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging one a day. And your property or your daughter's property absolutely should sell. So I will follow up. What I'm curious is, do you have does she have a cell phone number I could call?
I get it, but I can't remember because I got a stroke.
Oh, I see.
Can't
Okay.
remember.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
My English not too good.
Got it. All right. And do you happen to remember her email address?
What address?
Her email address. Her email.
Yeah, I need a fund in some place. I don't know right now.
Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate your time. Yeah, I'll give a call back this evening. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
He had a stroke and doesn't speak English. I'll call back. Hello.
Please leave your message for...
Nah, not leaving messages. What's up, Justin? If you're still out there. All right. So we got one down, 45 to go. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. I noticed your property listing was canceled in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell?
That's a long story. A very long story. I'm not ready to put it back on just yet.
Okay, well, I respect that. So, real quick question in closing. I saw that it was on the market for 144 days before it was canceled. Did you have any offers on the property?
I didn't have any offers, but if you had seen the property, you would understand why there was no offers on it.
Oh, okay.
It was tenant occupied for 10 years.
Oh, okay.
So it was just in bad shape, and I didn't know that until I actually went down and laid eyes on it last week.
Oof, that's no good. All right, well that makes sense. Now, from a conditionally, that obviously that's going to be a big. Obviously, that's a problem. In terms of activity on the property, did you have a lot of activity on the property, or how was your property?
I really don't know.
Okay.
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. Do you have any idea how the property was marketed?
Yeah, I think the property was marketed okay. I think the pictures didn't do the property justice, but in a reverse way. I mean, the pictures made it look okay.
Mm-hmm.
And, like you're saying, why didn't it sell? So I'm like, that was not right. I went down and looked at it. I'm like, oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
So I have carpenters in there, handymen in there, plumbers in there. I mean, I'm basically gutting the place and redoing it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
not what I wanted to do, but
yeah.
I wouldn't buy it the way it was. I wouldn't buy it, and I couldn't, in good conscience, put it back on the market like that. So when I saw it, I pulled it.
Yeah. Well, that sounds smart. I mean, that's what you got to do. Well, here's what I'll tell you. Look, when I try to diagnose why properties didn't sell, because this absolutely should have. Now, conditionally, obviously, I didn't see that. I didn't know that. And you're right. The pictures do make it look presentable, right?
Yep.
So I could very easily see people going in, actually laying eyes on it and saying absolutely not, especially not at this price. And you've keyed in on there are three reasons why properties don't sell. The first is price, the second is condition, the third is marketing. I will tell you this, there is high demand for properties like this, period, especially now with it being season. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging one a day. I would absolutely love to see the property, but obviously when it's done, you know what I mean? Because I know that we could get it sold. Is that doable?
So I have a realtor, actually 2 realtors in my family.
Yeah.
And actually one works for Remax. She's at Remax, I think it's called Beach Properties up in New Jersey. My other friend is a realtor here, and my sister's a realtor up in New Jersey. I have a dear friend that's a realtor here in Tampa. And I've kind of been bouncing things off of them. And my realtor friend here in Tampa is like, I'll find your realtor down there when the time is right. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
So I'm kind of deferring to him because I'm so over this property. I never wanted to be a landlord, ever.
No.
Not my thing.
No, it is a.
I bought that property at $425,000, and when I was kind of forced to move from there for some family issues, like 2.5 years later, and they were selling in the 190s.
Yeah.
So that was So I said, well, let me rent it for a few years till I'm ready to retire. Well, I'm trying to retire, but this thing is like an anchor. It's drowning me. Anyway, I have advice on 2 ends, and I'm going to defer to them. They know me. They know who I can work with. And,
well, I respect that, and I want you to do that because obviously it's good for you to these are people you know and trust, and I respect that. Yeah. But I can tell you that realtors in New Jersey might not necessarily have their finger on the pulse of Boca Raton, and I'm based in Boca Raton.
I'm not asking her to help me sell my Boca property. I was asking her how to deal with the condition and the realtor that I had lined up initially.
Who had it listed originally?
Karen Kirpin.
Okay. All right.
So anyway,
here's what I'd like to do if it meets with your. Can I do this and let me just make this proposal because I do specialize in selling properties just like this. What I'd like to do is run an analysis on the property so that we're both fluent in terms of pricing. In that, you'll see exactly how we've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. I'll email that to you. What's your best email address?
So, no contract, right? I'm not interested in a contract. It's not even gone back on the market probably for another 4 weeks. That's when the bathrooms are anticipated to be finished.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Look, I'm not. There's no contract. What I'm looking to do simply is give you some information, so we're both fluent in terms of pricing in the Isles of Boca, and you'll also see how we've sold properties and how we get how I get you the maximum dollar for your property. If when you're ready and you've done what you need to do on your end, I would love to apply for the job and show you how we actually get things done, but only when you're ready. So look, it's the holiday season. You've got a lot on your plate right now. I get that. But 4 weeks from now, when you're ready to go, you'll know who I am. You'll know my credentials. I'm happy to introduce myself and meet in person to see the property, but we get property sold. That's why I'm calling. What's your best email address?
You know what? I'm not going to do anything with it right now. It's not. I'm not ready to move forward. I'm just so over this place right now. I'm letting it sit, let the workers do their job, and I'm going to address it probably after January 1st. So yeah, I'm not really interested in anything right now. But thank you.
Okay, so the number that I called you on, is it your cell phone?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'll text you my contact information so that you have it at minimum. This way, when I call back in a few weeks, it won't be Chris Igoe who, Remax Direct what. You'll hopefully remember who I am. And again, with the email, just I'm not going to abuse it. I'm not going to spam you, but I would like you to at least have some information. Too much information is certainly not going to hurt you. It'll help you make better decisions.
Nothing right now. Thank you.
All right, well, very good.
Your name aside.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a great day. Hey, let me ask you this. When I do sell the property for you and get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job I did?
Sure.
Well, I appreciate that. Have a happy Christmas, and I'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye. Would not give up the email. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. I noticed your property listing had expired in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell? Hello? Oh, it's like that? It's like that now. It's like that now. All right, we're making our way through the list. So, 2 of 46. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with RE/MAX. I'm giving you a call. I noticed your property listing was canceled in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell?
All right, listen.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're calling me for.
Oh.
What the fuck you calling me for? Don't call
Hey,
me.
learn how to fucking talk English first of all, okay? Learn some fucking manners, okay? Oh, God. Those just make my day. Oh, come on. We got a live one. Anytime they start out with listen, you know it's coming. Just brace yourself.
Been forwarded to the automatic voice message system 561236.
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with RE/MAX. I'm giving you a call. I noticed your property listing was canceled in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell?
Well, the lawyers got involved, and the lawyer from the purchaser just started doing too many crazy things to the contract that we got nervous.
Ooh.
It was a lawyer out of Plantation.
Okay.
So we talked to the realtor, our listing agent, and he said he's on vacation now for the holidays.
Yeah.
He just said, Linda, take it off the market. He's in South Africa, so he said he'd be back in end of December. So we just said, take it off the market, and we'll talk soon.
Okay. Well, that's an unfortunate experience. I hate when the lawyers get involved and start playing games like that. Let me ask you this. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, that two things would happen. One is that the property would sell, and two is you'd end up with significantly more money bottom line than you could any other way with any other agent. Is that something you'd be interested in hearing about?
You know what? We are so involved with Brad right now. We've been working with him first. I just don't see my husband and I switching.
Sure.
We're Midwesterners. We're very loyal, and thank you. And I just don't know that we would. Oh, no email. Yeah, I'm sorry. That whole paper. You're good. And now that we didn't sell the condo, I'm putting new handles on my kitchen cabinets because I can't stand them.
Well, I love it. And listen, I appreciate your loyalty. I certainly would not look to step on anybody's toes. What I would propose is this, if it meets with your approval. Because, look, if you're satisfied and things are going well and you've got a great relationship, that's going to happen, and I get that. But I also know it never hurts to have a second opinion, or at least somebody waiting in the wings. God forbid something else happens. Yeah. What I'd say is this, just so you know, we've sold 15,000 homes since 2000. I'm with RE/MAX Direct. We've got 6 offices. We've got 6 offices throughout Palm Beach County. We've got one right there on Glades. I am very familiar with Marabella Condo. We sell a ton of real estate. What I'd like to do is text you my contact information so that you have it. Now, when it comes back on the market, at least I'll know it's, I'll have talked to you before. In addition to that, I'd like to run an analysis on the property so we're both fluent in terms of pricing. I'll email that to you. In that package, you'll see exactly how we get properties sold. Again, no commitment, no obligation, nothing like that. If at any point I can be of any service to you, you'll know who I am. Is that fair enough?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
So everything else is sold in the building except our unit.
Right.
And that is, you know, that we have 2 or 3 offers, but somehow we just can't get the deal done.
Well,
And this last one really scared us because we hadn't even submitted it to our lawyer yet, and the buyer's attorney just came back with all these cuts and scratches and the leaks out of the contract that we were just worried that something was going to go wrong. It just seemed like our gut was telling us we should probably get a clean contract and not have to wait and go back and forth. We haven't even submitted it to our attorney yet.
sure. Well, the one thing that you absolutely have going for you right now is the timing, because as you know, right now we're in the heart of the season, right? Now,
Yeah.
I'm curious, how many in terms of activity that you've had on the property, how many showings were you getting per week?
Oh, quite a few actually. I mean, we're from Illinois, so we weren't here, but we get notifications. I would say at least 1 or 2 a week.
Okay.
I mean, not in July or August, but later on in the season, like once we got into September and October and November, it started really picking up.
Yeah. Well, my experience is if you're priced the right way and you're marketed the right way, you should be getting somewhere between 3 and 5 showings a week. That's when you know you're in the sweet spot that your property is going to be sold. And again, at this price point, it's not as fast as some of the lower price points, but we actually specialize in getting properties in this price point sold. Here's what I'd like to do. And again, it's what is your best email address?
You can send it to my husband.
Okay.
It's Mike dot Considine
Got it.
at hotmail.com.
Okay.
It's CONSIDINE.
Got it. Well, let me ask you this. Is it possible for me to actually lay eyes on the property? My office is right there on Glades. Is it possible for me to see the property and lay eyes on it myself? Get a feel for what the property looks like?
You know, let me check with my husband first.
Okay.
I don't know what our listing contract says with Brad. He's with United.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't know what the contract says, but I can absolutely tell you where you stand with it. The property, the listing has been canceled in the MLS.
yeah.
100%. That was canceled as of the 17th.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, my husband's number is Mike Road, and I'm over at Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably see him in the next hour.
Okay.
Or 2, because, yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt to go ahead and send an email, and then I'll text Mike, see what he says.
Okay. So so I'll be happy to do that. I'll run an analysis. Actually, I'll text you my contact information on this number. I'll run the analysis. I'll email that to Mike. And I'll just tell you what I'd like to do. I know that I'm fully booked tomorrow. It would either be Tuesday or Wednesday that I would just pop in the afternoon and look at the property and get a feel for it, just so you have an idea in terms of timing. And I know we're getting into holiday time, so that can be problematic.
Yeah.
But that's all I'm talking about. 15 minutes, either of those afternoons would work.
Okay. And I'm sorry, your name again?
My name is Chris. My last name is
And it was Remax.
Yep, I'm with Remax Direct. And we're right there off of Glades, so I'm real familiar with the area.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
Sounds good, Chris.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Hey, let me ask you this: when I do sell the property and get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job I did?
I
Awesome.
mean, I could, but I'm just newly retired, my husband and I don't know that we can really share anything. We just got our driver's license on Tuesday, so we're brand new.
All right. Well, the one person that would be fine. But let me ask you this: why are you selling?
We came from a large home in Illinois.
Yeah.
And I thought being on the beach would solve my problem, just being on the beach in the water, but it's just claustrophobic, and it was too drastic of a downside for me. And I can't sleep at night. I get claustrophobic in the elevator. I don't mind being on the 11th floor, looking out on the beach.
Yeah.
But when I get in, it was too little, too quick.
Mm. So the walls are closing in on you.
I'm too happy about it. Yeah. And it's because it's really just such a change from a house.
Yeah.
With 4 or 5 bedrooms and a full-size basement and a pool table and a huge kitchen and 2 fireplaces. I have no idea.
Yeah. You don't know till you know sometimes.
Yeah.
So
that's why, people think there's something screwy going on, but there really isn't. I just can't live in a condo that's small. I've got to have something bigger.
Yeah. So where are you looking to go next?
Well, my kids have grandkids,
Yeah.
and they want me to come and stay with them. And so I think, we're going to just figure it out, because I'm not going to do this mistake like this again. I'm going to be confident as possible.
Right.
So I think we're going to try to get a townhouse, but we may end up in a house on the canal.
Mm-hmm. Well, the great news is I specialize in that too. So I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone for you if that's if everything meets with your approval. So okay, I appreciate your time. What I'll do is I'm going to text when we get off the phone. I'm going to text you my contact information. It's going to take me a little while to run the analysis. I'll get that to you today.
Oh, sure.
Would it be possible? And again, I don't know your schedule, but I do know this. I book up really fast. Is it possible to just book 15 minutes on Wednesday to pop in? And if it doesn't work, then you can cancel it, or I'll reconfirm it after you've talked to your husband. I just want to, I want to know that I've time blocked it for myself. Is that possible?
Yeah, that would be fine. Just schedule it for Wednesday. I'm not leaving for Detroit until Christmas afternoon.
Okay.
And my husband's he's not coming with. Then we're going up to Orlando with the kids for a week. So, yeah, that would be fine. Wednesday's good. Just text me so I put it on my calendar.
Okay, so let me ask you this though, just so I know what time works for you. Wednesday, 15 minutes. Could you do like 12 to 12:15, or is that too early?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
No, 12, 15 is fine.
perfect. Okay, great. So I've got you down for Wednesday the 20th, 12 to 12:15. I'll text you my contact information. I'll shoot you the analysis this evening, and then if anything changes, obviously let me know. I'll confirm it on Wednesday morning just so we're all on the same page. But if not, I'll look forward to seeing you Wednesday at noon.
Yeah, that's probably a good time because my husband's a pretty avid bike rider,
Mm-hmm.
and he's also a runner and a jogger, so he's usually back by 11, so that works out perfect.
Awesome. Is he? Does he do triathlons?
He tried, but he's more of a biker, and he has done it, but he's more of a biker right now.
Okay. Yeah. So I actually bike there on the beach too. I'm one of the Boca Raton triathletes. They've got a club there.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of.
I know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bike clubs that are down there.
Oh, yeah, we look out on the balcony, and there's always a crew. Every morning, there seems to be another group just
Getting after it.
by.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, cool. So I'll look forward to seeing you Wednesday. I appreciate your time. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Chris.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Now that is textbook. How to set an appointment. All right, I'm going to text her, and then I'll be back on here. Get some!